30 days ago, I started a water filtration company from scratch. No existing client base, no plumbers lined up, no referrals, no base to build off of at all. Just the same model that I've used to build every business I've ever built in a completely new city and industry. As of today, we have over $52,000 of cash under contract, 18 jobs on the books. Every single lead came from Facebook ads, and we have over $35,000 scheduled in the month of July already. I'm telling you this because I'm doing this publicly, on camera, and in real time. And I want you to see how it works before I'm 3 years in and it looks easy in hindsight. This is day 30, and you're watching me build from the beginning. This video is the full plan. How the water filtration model actually works, what the numbers look like on a single job, what I need to do to get to $100,000 a month in revenue, and why I genuinely believe this is the highest opportunity home service business that is available right now. Let's get straight into it. All right, now let's jump right into the good stuff here. I'm scaling this water filtration business from 0 to 100K per month, and here is the full plan, okay? So section 1, I want to talk about why water filtration and why not. I've built businesses in cleaning, holiday lighting, exterior cleaning, and I want to be straight with you about why I chose water filtration as my next build, because it's not just novelty. There are real structural reasons that this model is better than really anything that I have done before it, okay? These are the 3. Ticket size, demand, and how sellable the product is, okay? Ticket size is the first one. Our flagship whole home water filtration system goes out the door at around $2,700. Our larger jobs, like well water systems, custom builds, dual tanks with RO, go up to $6,500. My average ticket across the first 13 jobs at the time that this board was made is $3,100. And now across our first 18 jobs, it's like $2,990 or something like that. Compare that to a residential cleaning job at maybe $200 or a holiday lighting install at $1,500 to $2,000 on the higher end. The economics are in a different category. Next is demand. The second thing is year-round demand here. Holiday lighting is the most profitable business that I've ever built per hour of work, but it runs for 10 weeks a year. Cleaning is year-round, but it's low ticket. Water filtration is both high ticket and it doesn't have an off season. People need clean water in January the same way that they need it in July. Lastly is sellable. The third thing, and this is the one that surprised me the most when I started looking at this seriously, is the sell. When you are selling a cleaning service or a lighting display, you are selling something that makes the home look nicer. That's a want. When you're selling a water filtration system, you're selling the health of someone's family. You are telling a homeowner that the water coming out of their tap is not clean and you have the solution. That's a completely different conversation, and it closes way faster and with much more intent because of it. It still is a longer sales process than something like cleaning just because of the nature of the ticket size, but the buying demand and the pressure and value that your customer feels is night and day different. Okay? Next, I want to talk about the business model and how we sit in the middle. This model actually works the exact same way that every other home service business I have ever built has worked. You sit in the middle between the person who can do the work and the person who needs the work done. Side, you have licensed plumbers. These are skilled tradespeople who are excellent at installation. They know how to run pipe, install the whole home filtration, connect the under sink RO unit. What you do not know how to do is run a business. They're not running Facebook ads. They're not following up with leads. They're not building a client pipeline. They just want more jobs. We find them through referral platforms and job boards, and then we just give them exactly that, exactly what they're looking for. Now, other side are homeowners, people who have seen an ad, looked into their water quality, maybe ran a tap water test, and realized that they have a problem they want solved. They want to deal with a legitimate company that shows up, installs it correctly, and takes care of them. And bonus points if you don't charge them an arm and a leg. They're not search for a random plumber on Facebook Marketplace and hope for the best. They want to work with a real business. You have those two people run the ad, close the lead, handle the scheduling, manage the client relationship, and coordinate the install. The plumber shows up and does the job, and you keep the margin in the middle. Okay, this takes me to section 3. where Raleigh Water Pros is right now. And I want to tell you guys, even from the time that we had this micro board made to right now, as I'm shooting and posting, we've already gone so much further in just the 6 extra days. So at the time that we made this, it was about 6 days ago. We had 13 jobs booked, hired at 6,500, 24 days in. We are now 30 days in with 18 jobs booked, 500 still being our highest ticket thus far. The systems are a price point of around $2,600. We have had a couple come in lower because we did bulk deals with multiple neighbors and referral, which is actually a tactic worth knowing about because your cost per install can drop when you're doing 2 or 3 houses in the same visit and the economics of scale. And every single lead so far has come from Facebook. We have not touched Google. We have not done any organic, no door knocking, no yard signs, nothing. Just Facebook ads running to the right audience in the right market. And we now have over 53,000, 52.8 actually, cash under contract in 30 days, over 17,000 already collected and over 34,000 on the calendar for July. So even just in the 6 days between when I made this board and when I was actually able to film this video, we cannot stop the explosive speed and growth of the business. Let's talk about what $100,000 a month actually requires. And this is the part of the video where most people either get inspired or they dismiss. So let me show you the actual math because it's simpler than people expect. My average ticket right now across my first 18 jobs is $3,100, $3,000 something. To cross $100,000 a month in revenue at that average, I need just 32 installs. And that's barely over 1 install. 1 install per day. To run that volume, the team looks like 3 to 4 licensed plumbers working consistently, not employees, subcontractors, same structure as every other business that they get paid per job, they scale with volume, and your overhead stays very. What actually has to be true operationally to hit that number is where most people underestimate the. You need a clean inventory cycle. This is where people forget. Because if materials are not ordered and staged ahead of the install, you are pushing jobs out and your customer experience falls apart. You need your follow-up and scheduling dialed in because leads do not convert if you're slow to respond or disorganized on the appointments. And you need to be managing your plumbers well enough that installs happen cleanly and on time because a botched install or a no-show is not just one lost job. It's a bad review, it's a refund conversation, and it's a reputation problem in your market. Now, none of that is complicated, and all of it is executed. The math to get to $100,000 a month in this business is not exotic. It's not far-fetched. It's 32 installs at $3,100 average ticket. That is the target, and I'm going to show you every step of getting there. Why this market is more disruptible than you think, and why I really feel like getting to $100,000 a month will take me 2 to 3 months. And here's what genuinely surprised me at first when I started looking seriously at the industry. The existing businesses in this space are charging $6,000 to $7,000 for almost the exact same systems we're installing at $2,700 to $3,500. The same hardware, the same types of systems, the same installation, just a dramatically higher price. And because of that pricing, those businesses are making $4,000 in gross profit per job. That's not a typo. $4,000 in gross profit per install, which tells you 2 things immediately. First, the margin in this industry is exceptional, even when you are priced below the market. And second, the market is very, very disruptible by anyone willing to come in with a legitimate operation and a better price. We are charging below what the competition charges, and we are still making over $1,100 per job before ads. We are giving the consumer a materially better deal, and we are still building a real business in the market. That's the position you want to. You are not racing to the bottom on price. You're undercutting an inflated market while maintaining a strong unit economy. That is why I think this is the highest opportunity home service business I've ever. The market is big, the existing players are overcharging, the consumer is actively looking for alternatives, and the model we have already proven in cleaning and lighting maps directly on. Described it is that up until this point, consumers in this industry either had the choice to ride a bike or go and buy a Rolls Royce. in this industry don't need a Rolls Royce. What they need is something to get them from A to B reliably. We are in this market as a Chevy or a Ford or a Honda and offer a great quality product that solves every single need that a client has without needing to charge or pay a Rolls Royce price tag for it. It is not just realistic, but it's already in motion. Having over $35,000 of revenue on the books for our first full month, just 8 days into the start of the month, I can confidently say we will blow by 50, 60, maybe even $75,000 this month, and will pay us to do $100,000 of monthly revenue in our second month in business. And this is the full game plan right here in front of you. So that's it. That's the full plan. The model, the numbers, where we are just 30 days in, what it takes to actually get to $100,000 a month, and why I think this is one of the best opportunities in home services right now. I'm documenting all of this in real time here and on my Instagram as well. If you want to follow the day-to-day build, the wins, the problems, and the stuff that doesn't make it into a structured YouTube video, that's where it's all happening on Instagram. I'll put the link in the bio and the description of this video. And if you've been watching this channel and you're trying to figure out your first home service business or maybe your next one, the partner program is the fastest way to do what I'm doing without figuring it all out from scratch. We have done this now almost 150 times. We know what works and what doesn't work. The link to apply is in the description. In the next video, I'm getting into what I've learned from watching hundreds of these businesses play out and what actually separates the ones that win from the ones that stay stuck. Not generic mindset content. Specific observable patterns from 300 plus builds I have either done myself or directly been a part of. That is the next one, and I'll see you there.